Hello, good afternoon, all of you. I mean, while the presentation is getting put up, I'll just quickly introduce myself. I'm Alok Kumar from Saarthi GreenTech. Um, my business is into decarbonization of diesel engines or heavy oil engine. And it's the hard-to-abate sector, something which we have been doing, testing, POCs, and now commercial trials are happening, paid trials. Across various countries. So the most interesting part is that the diesel is the biggest unsolved decarbonization challenge. And 98% of the heavy engines by 2035 will still be on diesel because there is no solution, be electric or hydrogen. And that's where the opportunity comes. So that 98% is the opportunity which we are trying to tap by the use of having a specially designed hydrogen retrofit. So that bridge technology, it's something before everything moves to electric or hydrogen. What the engines are already there in the market, what do you do about that? And that's what we are solving. So we have basically, I think somehow it went half screen. Can you just have a look, please? The screen is half. Okay. So we have basically 4-5 ecosystems which run. There is something called GreenDrive, which is for vehicles, GreenMarine, which is for marine engines, and GreenGen, which is for generators and boilers. And then the whole ecosystem is connected through IoT and this data because we need ESG proof. That's called GreenVision. And the whole thing is actually supported by our labs, which is our R&D. We have filed already 1 IP, another 4 in pipeline. The whole idea is to measure, reduce, and prove continuously. We have, and the whole idea is again back to get into the, the impact has to be high and very quickly. How we are different? So we have a retrofit. You know, earlier there were speakers who were telling retrofit is not fashionable. He's very right, because everybody wants a drastic solution. But at the same time, nobody is ready to pay that drastic cost. So here we have got something where this retrofit fits on the existing systems to give real good outcome, and it is very, very safe. It produces hydrogen by the use of only water, so there is no cylinder, no storage. It is just electric in and water in, you get hydrogen out. And hydrogen is just not about the basic hydrogen coming, it's a metered hydrogen based on the engine requirement. So it's intelligent metering, what we call that. And if we talk of, what is the impact? So like example, in case of one truck, if we are able to probably save 90 to 275 trees, it's reducing that much of carbon. But the most important part is the tailpipe emission. The tailpipe emission is reduced drastically. It's something which it makes a diesel engine like CNG. So it's as good as that. Now when you talk of GreenGen, big generators, pretty much the same. And with GreenMarine, the same. But now the impact is very big in terms of marine because they guzzle oil and they use heavy oil. And that's a sector where there is no answer. And that's where, so we have been asked by some of the marine companies to test our system on their ships and the tugboats in India and abroad. In terms of generator, we have now tested, and we are the only solution probably, globally, I have not seen any other, which reduces emission at the same time reduces fuel. Because the retrofit solutions right now available in market add to the fuel consumption by 1 to 2%. Where in our case, we are reducing by 2 to 8%, 2 to 10%, depending on the load factor. And GreenDrive, GreenGen, and GreenMarine all put together is basically covering the whole hard-to-abate sector. The solution is pretty simple. The water gets electrolyzed, hydrogen gets generated. There is a metered injection into the engine, and then what you get is a very clean outcome in terms of both decarbonization and tailpipe emission. These are some of the pictures of our hardware, what we have gotten, how it is fitted on the system. The diesel generator, it's not very hard. It's like a big CPU kind of a structure. And it's very easy to install, matter of few hours. And it has got a very long life, no moving parts. We were speaking about the GreenVision, which is basically the data layer. Everyone wants proof. So here we get the proof, we get the data of how much fuel is getting consumed. And based on that, we are able to tell, what is the benefit.
30 seconds.
There is a huge total, the available market for sure about it, because the kind of traction we are getting, the inquiries we are getting is quite high. And the only difference is now we are looking at not going and selling our product, but basically giving decarbonization as a service. So it is basically pay us rental per month or pay us per month going, and we'll be doing end-to-end everything. So that's what it is, consulting product and decarbonization as a service. Our traction is already there in multiple geographies, Africa, South America, and Asia, South Asia. There are many more coming in pipeline, even Australia. So about the team, we are a handful, 10, 12 people team and very good set of advisors. We are based out of Pune, have a factory in a place called Chakan. Thank you so much.
Any questions from the jury?
Thank you so much. The last thing you said when you're moving from products to like providing decarbonization as a service, is that something that's come from customers, or has it just been harder to sell a pure product?
No, so when we were talking to a marine operator, in a ship everything sells at least 10 times the cost as on land. Crores and crores, millions of dollars. So they were under the impression that we will also sell to them in millions of dollars, and we thought it's also a good opportunity for us them to charge that way. But then we realized it is better because it is just not about the hardware, it's about the whole solution. And that's the reason we said that if we have to be engaged with you all the time coming to service, maintain, it is better to give as service. The service part not only gives us the traction with the customer, it also gives us a profitability which is better than selling one-time hardware. And that customers are very happy with that approach because they don't have to shell off money.
Understood.
But that makes your life very difficult because you're going to be Capex heavy. Your balance sheet is going to look...
So we have been selling the hardware and our life was pretty difficult. Okay, yes. So by actually going to service, it is easy because ultimately we are just doing that.
No, selling to the customer will be easy, but to generate the money to put it on the books for all your Capex is going to be difficult. You shifted the problem from one side to the other side.
Yeah,
don't you think so?
That's the reason why we are trying to raise money, but it is, we know the cost of production, so we know we can do it. Right.
Can we have one last question due to time constraint? Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.